All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to 22 Panels. This is the podcast that aims to examine, explore, and elevate the medium of comics. I am Tyler, and across the interwebs from me is Tad. Hey, Tad, how's it going?
Uh, it's been another week.
I know. Can you believe
Uh,
that? Look, I'm
uh,
looking at your first news item, and I can't believe we haven't talked about this yet. Uh,
well, I mean, it happened
I know.
this
I
week.
know. It just feels like it's longer than that. But,
Um, I mean, I have a couple of things to say about what we're talking about because obviously our listeners can't see our rundown. There was yet another um school shooting, this time at Appalachia High School in Winder, Georgia.
mhm.
Um, Four dead, nine injured. Um, Thankfully, shooter was taken alive
Mhm.
and will stand trial.
Mhm. And the
Even more
father.
thankfully, father has also been charged
Yep.
because, maybe a parent that allows a 14-year-old to have an AR-15 has some level of culpability. Um, Reportedly, mom actually called in uh emergency warning
No, she did.
to the school.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Um, but I mean, I've got there were two pieces that really stood out to me this week. The first was the speech Kamala Harris gave that day, where she went off teleprompter and just like she drove home. We don't have to live like this.
Right.
Um, we don't have to. To have these things happen is a choice. We've made a choice as a nation. We could change our mind. We should change our mind. Um, for that matter, Kelly was telling me about when they were doing active shooter drills, which I mean, do you realize that like we've now reached a point where kids in school, no matter what age they are, seniors right now, have not had a single year of school where they didn't do active shooter drills.
Right.
I never had to do an active shooter drill.
No.
And
No.
that was the question that Kelly got. One of her students asked her, like, what were these like when you were in school? And she's like, we didn't have them.
No.
Well, I mean, what did you do to be safe? We didn't have this kind of shooting either.
They didn't have the access to these kind of guns.
Right.
You know. Um,
And, I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The active shooter drills are, I don't want to say that they absolutely positively can't save lives
right.
at all, but
Right.
they're like, they're security theater.
Yes. To a certain
They're,
extent. Yeah.
I mean, particularly because there's not a single student right now that hasn't been through active shooter drills all their lives. So when they're planning their thing, they know what the school's response is
Right. Exactly. Um,
because they've practiced it.
especially well, that's especially true when the active shooter is a student. Um,
Um, well, but I mean, when it comes to schools, they pretty much always are.
yeah, you're right.
Um, but then the other thing that caught me, and I didn't read through all of it because I love that the bulwark exists, but they're still mostly, I don't know if you know the bulwark. The bulwark is a newsletter slash online news group that I mean they're pretty much non-Trump Republicans.
Okay.
Um, so a lot of them won't even actually call themselves Republicans anymore, but they're not quite Democrats. So I appreciate them because, It's nice that they have drawn a line in the sand, but I have no doubt that they would be happy to still screw over poor people in favor of corporations. You know what I mean? They're they're like Cheney good.
Yeah, Dick Cheney.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Uh,
But what they said is stop calling these things unimaginable.
okay.
Every time one of these things happens, people will talk about unimaginable horror being visited, blah, blah. They're not unimaginable anymore.
No.
We've had way too many of them to say that they're unimaginable. And if they're not unimaginable, we should be able to do more about them,
Right.
unless we choose not to.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, exactly. The stupid AR pins say it all. You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
That says it all
So,
where their priorities lie. So,
so I don't have the energy to say any more, except that um, something I discovered through David Hogg, March for Our Lives, Leaders We Deserve,
hmm
is that GoFundMe, when things like this happen, verifies fundraisers. So if you search Georgia high school shooting relief on GoFundMe,
hmm
it will take you to a page of verified fundraisers
okay, that's good.
if you want to help cover medical expenses, funeral expenses. Um, there's a victims fund that gets spread out across anybody who needs it.
Sure.
Um, yeah,
Hmm.
I mean,
That's too bad. That are.
and you know what? If the NRA gives anybody on your ballot an A rating, it's an awfully good reason not to vote for them.
Right.
I mean, those are the things we can do. Give money to the people affected and start making an A rating from the NRA a kiss of death.
Exactly.
You know.
Yep.
Um, Other news that I just can't get as worked up about this week as I'd like to. Uh, Archie and Hellboy both have really fantastic humble bundles. It's a like Archie horror, so it's not like, I mean, it'd be hard to do all of Archie and humble. There's so much Archie, but Archie horror humble bundle
Oh,
looks pretty cool, and Hellboy it's like all of the mainline Hellboy and BPRD stuff. It doesn't have like Lobster Johnson and
right.
Abe Sapien and that sort of thing, but like all of the mainline big two long series, you can get it all for $30 on Humble Bundle right now, PDFs. Um, so if you've been wanting to get into Hellboy for a while, go to Humble Bundle.
I
A
love it.
portion of your uh your donation will go to it's the World Food Kitchen, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you looking at it right now?
I'm looking at the Archie one actually.
The
Um,
Archie one, I think, is the book,
this one is, if I'm looking at the right one, it's called Horror with Archie.
right?
Spooky Season with Archie Comics. Is that what you're referring to?
Yep.
Okay, it's like 52 bucks
Uh,
or 52 items for like 18 bucks. It's a
but it's a
good bundle.
charity that I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I know.
what charity is it? It's the
Dun, 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 dun,
um.
dun, dun. Where does it say it? I know this
Where'd
is
it go?
terrible
You
podcasting.
got to scroll down.
I'm at the bottom.
Okay, you got to scroll to the middle.
Oh, Book Industry Charitable Foundation.
Okay. Book Industry Charitable Foundation and um the World Kitchen for the
Hellboy.
Hellboy
Mm-hmm.
and adjacent to comics, there's a Terry Pratchett Discworld um, humble bundle up as well. You can get 39 Discworld books for $18.
Nice.
Um, with the money going to Room to Read, which is uh, bringing low-income communities, uh, helping on literacy and gender equality education.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Cool.
so three. I mean, there are other ones, but three that fit into kind of our remit going on.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess there's also a Power Rangers deck building
I saw
and a
that.
Transformers role playing.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there's also a Power Rangers mega comic bundle. So yeah, since I'm there, we'll look at that too. Power Ranger if Power Rangers comics is something that you've ever been debating, Hasbro Children's Hospital um will
Let's see what
be
else is out here.
getting a chunk of that.
Okay.
I can't say that I can get sucked into Power Rangers.
No,
I just
I can't do it.
yeah, I just never.
I was just not the right age, you know. I
Yeah,
was just too
yeah,
old for it when it hit. So,
yeah.
um, but I have younger cousins that were really into it, and then by the time I had a son, it had lost its uh,
Right,
popularity, and then it came back not too long ago, and my daughter knows what it is, but she's obviously
right.
not into it.
So then the last piece of news I have is they announced the next Star Trek crossover event,
Mm-hmm.
the series that Chris Cantwell and Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly have been doing.
Mm-hmm.
It will be the Lower War, starting in March of 2025.
Nice.
So what do you say? You want to talk
New
some new
comic series.
comics?
Yeah, for sure. What do you got up there? What's your first one?
Uh, Batgirl from Tate Brombell and Takashi Miyazawa. Hold on to your seats, clutch your pearls, and rejoice in celebration because Cassandra Cain is taking center stage in her first solo Batgirl series in nearly 2 decades. When a deadly group of assassins shows up to kill Cassandra, Lady Shiva comes to the rescue, and they must put their complicated past aside and work together as mother and daughter to ensure they make it out alive. Unfortunately, things are never as easy as they seem, and Cass must embark on a jaw dropping martial arts filled adventure in her quest for truth and justice and revenge. It's a Batgirl book like never before. So join us as we dive into the psyche of one of Gotham's deadliest spiders while exploring her deep and complex relationship with her mother. In stores on November 6th.
Nice. I've always been a Green Hornet fan. It's one of my first comics. My dad got me a Green Hornet fan or comic. Green Hornet Miss Fury #1 from Alex Segura and Federico Soresa. When Marla Drake and Britt Reed meet, sparks flying. It's not just because the bullets ricocheting around them. As their alter egos Miss Fury and the Green Hornet, the two vigilantes have very different styles of crime fighting. But when they both turn up to investigate the murder of beloved Professor Javier Mercado, they soon discover that they have more in common than they realized. Mercado was a mentor to both of them at different times, back when he too led a double life as the Silver Shrike. With each having a personal stake in finding Mercado's killer, Drake and Reed must learn how to work together to solve the case if they don't want to end up sabotaging each other's efforts. But there's another, even more compelling reason to join forces. Whoever killed the Silver Shrike is going after other heroes, past and present, and at the top of that list are Miss Fury and the Green Hornet. Award-winning author Alex Segura and rising star Federico Soresa kick off the action in the finest noir tradition in the Green Hornet Miss Fury #1, and featuring hard-boiled covers from Francesco Francavilla, Jay Lee, and Jun Young, and Jonathan Case, and
And
Jacob
Jacob Baker.
Edgar. in shops November 27th.
Cool, cool. Alex Segura's all over the place these days.
Mm-hmm.
This just looks cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
Little Batman Month 1 from Morgan Evans and John McKell. Taking place after the events of Merry Little Batman, Gotham City finds itself reeling from the Joker's attack, and Damian Wayne, aka Little Batman, is eager to get back into the fight. That's going to be harder than it sounds, as Bruce now wants Damian to put the cowl aside and embrace the value of his secret identity. After a suspicious guest is found lurking around the Wayne New Year's Eve party, it's up to Damian to find the balance between both of his personas and save the day yet again. See Little Batman in a new adventure from the film's screenwriter Morgan Evans after catching the re-release of the breakout movie in theaters this winter. I didn't even realize there was a Little Batman movie.
I didn't either. Huh. I'm gonna have to look into that.
All right.
That's crazy.
Or was Morgan Evans a screenwriter? Let's see. Now I have to find this out.
Yeah, look it up. IMDb.
Is that bad copy? Is he actually the screenwriter on like The Batman?
Let's see here. Morgan Evans.
No, Merry Little Batman is a movie
As of
from
2023.
2023 that I have not seen.
Huh. How about that?
Looks like it's on Amazon Prime.
Okay. I'll be watching
I
that.
have to go.
Have
I
you
have to
watched
go
that new
watch.
Batman animated series?
I have. It was good.
Yeah, I have. I'm saving
liked
it
it.
for a little bit, but to when I need
liked it.
some downtime.
I mean, I like had it on in the background a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, this looks funny.
Oh, it does.
This looks like Batman meets
The
what?
Fairly Odd
Like
Parents.
home movies or Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, something like that.
You know what I mean?
Okay. I go watch that sometime.
It's got that animation style like that cartoon, but I get what you mean though
Yeah.
about what was it that you had said? Anyway,
Home movies.
home movies. Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
that kind of real sketchy feel to it. Like home movies is real.
Angular.
Yep.
Yeah. So speaking of cartoons making great comics.
Oh yes, this one looks really
Star
fun.
Trek Lower Decks #1 from Ryan North and Derek Charm. Hot off their Eisner nomination for Lower Decks tie-in Shax's Best Day. Stellar duo Ryan North and Derek Charm are kicking off a brand new ongoing series that's a big fun adventure on a big fun ship, wherein Dr. Tana saves the crew from a virulent purple boiled disease that is sure to everyone's cured pretty quickly, actually. Okay. Wherein Deep Space Two's distress call is mysteriously cut off and the crew has to they just need some help resettling their comm systems. All right. Wherein Mariner gets so totally frustrated with the lack of thrills aboard the Cerritos that she drags her friends into a holodeck adventure that would definitely kill them in reality. Should totally provide them all with a sense of purpose and well-being, right? Right. Or at least it would have if the USS Bonaventure hadn't shown back up from the Delta Triangle to provide them with a real challenge. It's time to explore a ghost ship, baby.
That looks awesome. When you see Ryan North's name, you should know what kind of book you're in for.
Yeah. Well, and Derek Charm is the one that took over for Erica Henderson
Erica
on
Henderson,
Squirrel
Squirrel
Girl.
Girl. Yep.
So yeah. No, these guys know how to bring the funny, but with like
It's smart.
intelligence.
It's smart. Yeah, exactly.
Smart funny. Yeah.
It's not just dumb.
Right. Right.
Anyway, Warm Fusion #1 is up next from Scott Hoffman and Lee Luffridge, or Lowridge maybe. Writer Scott Hoffman for a
Of Scissor Sisters fame.
Yeah, Scissor Sisters fame, teams up with Alberto Ponticelli for a sci-fi horror mystery that pushes the limits of the grotesque. New York City, over 2 decades into the future, has been devastated by crime, ongoing storms, radiation from a terrorist incident in Times Square, and the genetic mutations caused by a life saving cure. After a series of murders ripped through the city's brothels, an escort named Vin Young, who cosplays as Snow White and is one of the generation of deformed victims, decides to help find the killer, or killers responsible, reluctantly joining forces with Jared Hanover, the lone cop assigned to the case. The two are led to a biotech megacorp launching a cellular metal called warm fusion, a pioneering technology meant to replace prosthetic limbs, and soon confront the sociopathic scientist Nicholas Fleischer, his monstrous alter ego Mr. Barnaby, and the hideous monster that he's been secretly creating. Warm Fusion is a dark sci-fi thriller mixing the body horror of David Cronenberg with the bleak urban future of Blade Runner. This is for fans of Videodrome, The Thing, and RoboCop. It's going to be in stores December 4th.
From Distillery.
Yeah. I thought this one looked really cool.
All right. How about some graphic novels?
Sure. This one me again?
Yeah.
This one looks really cool. Romeo versus Juliet, Kill Shakespeare, from Anthony Del Cole. And art by Stefan Toshev. The world's most famous lovers are now sworn enemies, dueling to the death. In this Shakespearean Western, warrior for hire and pregnant, Juliet Capulet is hired to protect a border town nunnery from the evil forces led by her ex, Romeo. As they prepare, she reluctantly reunites with her old allies, including Hamlet, Othello, Puck, but they soon discover something rotten in the state of the nunnery and a magical force that dreams are made on, all while Juliet must determine if the father of her child is Hamlet or the man she must kill, Romeo. Pulitzer Prize winning writer Anthony Del Cole and artist Stefan Toshev bring reboot Kill Shakespeare with this fantasy western that's tailor-made for fans of Neil Gaiman, Fables, and Lore Olympus. This one's in shops November 6th.
Tell me a story where the bad girl wins. From Caitlin McGurk at Fantagraphics Books. This gorgeous art book celebrates the work and legacy of Barbara Sherman, one of the first female cartoonists for humor and lifestyle magazines in the United States, including The New Yorker and Esquire. Tell Me a Story Where the Bad Girl Wins doubles as an official biography and coffee table art collection honoring the life and art of pioneering cartoonist Barbara Sherman, an unheralded early master of magazine cartooning, whose career spanned the heyday of American magazines from the 1920s to the 1960s. Her sharp wit and loose style boldly tapped the zeitgeist of first wave feminism with vivid characters that were alive and astute. Sherman's women spoke their mind about sex, marriage, and society, smoked cigarettes and drank, and poked fun at everything in an era when it was not common to see young women doing so. Sherman left behind a body of work that was ahead of its time and remains insightful, witty, relevant, and contemporary. As one of the first women cartoonists to work for The New Yorker, the year of its launch in 1925, she created 9 covers and more than 600 cartoons for the magazine, in addition to countless spot illustrations, giving the nascent publication its unique visual brand. Sherman later became a mainstay at Esquire, contributed to Life, Collier's, Judge, and more. Had a syndicated newspaper cartoon published by King Features, and illustrated a variety of books. In 1950, Sherman was among the first 3 women to be accepted as a member of the male-dominated National Cartoonist Society. A compelling facet of Sherman's work is her frequent nods to queer audiences, which appeared in her work more than that of any of her contemporary New Yorker cartoonists. There are indications in her personal files that she also may have been queer, including love letters and other personal archives that McGurk has unearthed. Readers will discover Sherman's unique and vibrant life and art and gain an understanding of how women's place in the history of cartooning has been controlled and sublimated by greater societal and cultural allowances. Through close readings, archival research, reproductions of original art, correspondence, and photographs, this volume uncovers and celebrates a trailblazing female magazine cartoonist and rightfully places her in the canon of cartoon art history. I've read a chapter of this, and
Mm-hmm.
it was fantastic.
Yeah.
We've had Caitlin on a couple of times.
Yep.
She's amazing. Really looking forward to getting to see all of this book.
Yeah, I even think the price is right for it. I mean, I think
Yeah,
it's $45, right?
$45, but it's like a full-on coffee table type book.
It's
So
big.
I mean,
It's
we're
big.
not talking. I mean, it's
That's what
not
I'm
only a
saying.
bunch of pages. It's a decent
It's full.
decent size. I mean, I think let's see Fantagraphics really quick. Fantagraphics will tell us like page count and and
There we go. Let's see.
November 19th. It's 9 by 12,
Mm-hmm.
288 pages.
Wow. Yeah, it's gonna be
So
thick.
it's not little.
No.
And the art's fantastic, the writing's fantastic, and really, really well
Right.
uh, documented and researched.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's a couple of pages.
Yeah. It definitely looks worth it. Oh,
I like
cool.
the covers.
Yeah, the covers are nice.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
How about a couple of collections?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Blow Away. I go out the first couple issues of this and can't wait for the trade. Um,
Oh, I read it all. It's so good.
yeah, Tenacious Wildlife videographer Bryn Brodigan witnesses something she's both unsure of but can't unsee. Was it a murder? Or is it her mind playing tricks in the midst of a frozen isolation? Worst of all, the secrets have an easy time hiding in the snow. After witnessing a violent argument between two hikers on remote Baffin Island, Bryn has to be sure, and the footage on her camera would tell the truth soon enough. But the thing is, what will she do with the truth when she discovers it? Hit writer Zach Thompson and star artist Nicolo Izzo team up for this neo-noir crime thriller rife with murder and paranoia in the tradition of Fargo and Rear Window. This one comes out January 22nd.
Yeah. Like I said, I loved this.
Mm-hmm.
I read the issues.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I've also read these issues. Briar, Volume 2. Unfortunately, at least for now, the final volume.
Mm-hmm.
Quest of the Cursed. The slaying of Dreadcrawl brought only infamy to Briar and her band of bounty hunting companions. They may be chivalrous in truth, but the whispers of their capacity for swords plunged through the hearts of any that cross them is enough to keep their coin purses empty. However, between the zealous arm of the law, a future filled with more accursed cold and devastation than the snow-capped mountains, and heavy chains for our heroes, will Spider's clever plan be enough for Briar to finally reach the castle of her evil fairy godmother, Gredrid? And will there be room yet for love to blossom between Briar and a close companion in such a desolate land? Written by Eisner Award nominated screenwriter, producer, and director Christopher Cantwell, and illustrated by Eisner Award nominated illustrator Alex Linz. Witness the next chapter of the Sleeping Beauty who was never saved, left to ruin and rot, brought to waking life against all odds in a darker world than she ever dreamed possible. In the stores January 15th. That's such a cool cover.
Mm-hmm.
Some final order cutoffs this week. We've got Absolute Batman #1 from Scott Snyder and Nick Dragata, Batman Full Moon from Rodney Barnes and Steven Subik, Dwellings for you,
Mm-hmm.
just for you, All
Mm-hmm.
Hallows Eve special from Jay Stevens, Godfather of Hell from Kevin Scott and Pius Bach. This one looks cool to me. Godzilla's Monster Piece Theater
Mm-hmm.
from Tom Scioli. It's like Godzilla versus the Great Gatsby.
Yeah, I like Tom
My
Scioli.
My Time Machine from Carol Lay at Fantagraphics. I got to read a advanced copy of this. Oh my God, it's good. I love it. Mystique #1 from Declan Shalvey at Marvel.
This one I'm looking forward to. Yeah.
Yep. It's so rare that somebody gets to do all the work on a
Marvel or
big two
DC
title
book.
that
Yep.
it's I'm always particularly when it's somebody who I appreciate their writing and artistic chops already.
Yeah.
Um, so crowdfunding right now, we've got Cutthroat, a comics anthology edited by Carolina Baumgartner on Kickstarter through September 13th. The Perfect Crime Anthology from Iron Circus on Backer Kit through September 27th. And we talked to Dylan Gilbertson just the other day about My Neighbor Necromancer,
Hmm.
issue number 2 with Jason Piperberg on Kickstarter until October 3rd.
Hmm.
Did you get that episode up? Is that already playing?
Yeah, the Dylan episode went up today.
Yep. Is Love and Rockets up too?
No, it's going up tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, but it'll be up before people hear my voice. So yes,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
up. It's up.
Yeah. So Tyler, what'd you love this week? I'm looking at your list and I loved them all too.
My first book right off the bat was Minor Arcana.
Oh, it was so good.
From number 1. This is Jeff Lemire's new ongoing.
Yep.
It's kind of,
where he's also pulling double duty. And
yep. And
I love Lemire, period, but I really love it when he writes and draws.
Mm-hmm. This story is really fun. I like the world of tarot readings and things like that. I've got a few tarot decks here. I just ordered a Marvel one that hasn't arrived yet. But I'm looking at one right off to the side here. But so it really kind of hit those buttons for me, as well as his artwork as well, Plastic Man No More was my number 2.
It was so good.
Chris Cantwell and Alex Lins. I didn't know much about Plastic Man prior to
Chris
reading this.
Cantwell and Alex Lins of Briar fame.
Yeah.
And Hellcat before that.
So I didn't know what to expect. So I've never read a Plastic Man, but I like the brief little backstory we got at the beginning.
You should totally go read Kyle Baker's run on Plastic Man.
Okay.
Also, Gail Simone's run on Plastic Man. Both of those are like totally fantastic.
Okay. But I did get the impression that the Justice League just never takes him seriously. And
nope.
And
sometimes it's good reason. I mean, there's some boy that called Wolf involved.
Yeah.
When you're mostly not serious and then you try to be serious.
I got that, and I got that. And then seeing that he's been mortally wounded in this issue was really sad, because every time he tried to get help, he literally was laughed at.
Hey guys, I'm falling apart here.
He's literally disintegrating.
You're so funny.
He's got a colostomy bag type of thing holding his arm in. He's got to dump it out every once in a while, and it's just kind of gross, honestly.
Well, I mean, have you ever watched Plastic Belt? This is not pretty.
No,
it's not pretty.
No, but great work. I loved the artwork, and the story was just killer. Chris Cantwell just knows what's going on. And then Santos Sisters number 7. Oh man, I love.
We got to get back on getting our recordings done.
I know
I
we
got
do. I know
totally
we do.
off track, and I feel bad about that. It's just been so busy lately.
I know. I thought about that the other day. I'm like, I got to finish this, and I haven't done it either.
Yeah.
So,
no, we got to record a little bit more for 6, and then I'm going to try to break down 1 through 5 and 7 all together.
Sure.
So that any characters that are in multiple issues, I can record them out for all of them.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
And I just got my thumbs up to write the column for the next American Nature Presents.
That's great. So is it going to be an ongoing thing?
It's been going in my head for a while. What?
Is this going to be an ongoing?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Sell me something you love. That's the name of our column.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right. Ted, what do you?
So you're going to have to come up with a new cartoon.
Okay. All right.
I mean, unless you want to just run the same one all over again, but I don't think that's as cool. I think you need to come up with a new cartoon.
I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Cool. Anywho, what were your 3 amazing new books this week?
Exceptional X-Men #1 took my spot in this weird world where I have an X book on my list and you don't.
I know. I read it today.
Eve Ewing just killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She did a great job.
I love me some Kitty Pryde and I love me some Eve Ewing. and it's clear that Eve Ewing also loves her some Kitty Pryde and like is building this very human story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in Chicago. Woo-hoo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm looking forward to issue 2.
Yeah.
Um, Tom King
Mm-hmm.
slides in front of my buddy Chris Cantwell
Mm-hmm.
only because he did 2 great books.
Mm-hmm.
Really, this week could have been 1 and 2 A, B, and C.
True.
Because Helena Windhorn, the 4th of 6, was just uh this is the one where Helen becomes a badass,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just it was fantastic. Um, Book of Zevely's art is just amazing. And then it was the final issue, Animal Pound, and that story was every bit as good as his pitch that he was mortified to discover was put out in the world
Mm-hmm.
said that it would be.
I agree. Um,
um, Hopefully we get to talk to him again sometime soon.
for sure.
Because between those two and Archie and Wonder Woman and Black Canary coming up and Jenny Sparks, the Jenny Sparks, it's just
There's so much.
man,
Yeah.
just yeah.
Oh, I get it.
So and I mean we just said it about Plastic Man no more. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't. I would have just brushed over it had Christopher's name hadn't been on it, But
yeah.
being that it was him, I'm like, oh, I got to read this because I don't really have any kind of connection to Plastic Man. But man,
Right.
was it a good story?
I do. So I probably would have been on board just because it was a Black Label Plastic Man book.
Yes, the
But
fact that it was Black
you know,
Label is another one that I picked it up. I'm like, I really
right.
like these, and
But written by a dear friend that like puts it over the top.
uh
Yeah.
huh.
I've been revisiting Halt and Catch Fire lately.
I need to
Too.
do that for sure.
It's so good.
So One
I'm not
Piece.
even a TV guy, so yeah.
I need to do that
Uh
as well.
I'm still just barely ahead of you
I know. I
because I
feel
finish off my volumes.
I know you do. I feel like I'm just like stalling. I don't every week I worry I'm like, "Oh, Tad's probably read
We're back at
15,
school,
20
man.
more."
No, we're back at school.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Um, we'll go through fits and starts. Some weeks soon, I'll manage to get 2 volumes in rather than 1,
Uh-huh.
or something like that. We'll probably surge ahead over Thanksgiving, depending on how much our families want us.
Well, I will not be seeing my son.
See,
So
less driving,
less less
which means
stuff.
more likely to surge ahead over Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Oh man.
But I mean that's the point we've reached now is we teach.
Uh-huh.
It's harder to read fast this time of year. Um, so yeah,
I've been
but I'm
enjoying it though.
enjoying it.
Yeah. I didn't.
I loved the pirate who like
I'm pulling it up right now.
tried to tell the townspeople, oh no, I don't believe it's 100 million berries.
Right.
Some pirates they make their own reward posters to try to make people think they're badass,
Yeah.
and then when they meet, it's like, bam.
I know.
It's like,
Oh.
maybe he can't fight.
Yeah. I don't know.
Um,
What's his name? Is his name Buggy the Clown?
no, Buggy the Clown's an older one,
No, I know, but
so I
he's
think we'll see him again.
yeah. Um, yeah, you're right. Buggy the Clown was the older one.
Yeah, Buggy the Clown was like the first dude that we dealt with. He
Yep.
was the one that like could chop himself up and throw
Yep.
stuff.
Yep. Yep. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Too funny.
So
So
many weird villains, but it's still it's funny. I love the moral of like love and friendship is worth it.
yeah, I want to keep. I bet someone's already created one, and maybe there's a one piece compendium. But basically, I'd like to just see kind of like a rundown of all of the enemies they've encountered.
There's a One Piece wiki.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably got what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Just so as they go along, things just kind of snowball.
Right.
Um, yeah, cool. Um,
So
go ahead.
this week we took our first dive for both of us,
Hmm.
really.
Hmm.
At least I know it was my first real dive. I think it was your first real dive
Yeah,
into
I've read.
the world of Archie.
Yeah, I've read an Archie comic here or there. I had some
Right.
vintage ones of my dad's from the 70s that I've read when I was a kid and then just stored them away. Um, but I've never read Archie with any real enthusiasm before until
Right.
you bought or read last
The
week's
Tom King
Tom
one.
King one. So I then read it and made me
Yeah, the
realize,
Tom King one was amazing.
yeah, it made me realize what Archie could be. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And it's also clear that he loves a ton of it because he's got like references to so much of the
So
universe.
much. Yeah,
Um, which is why we decided that like, okay, he gave us a list to um
play with.
explore Archie.
Yeah.
Let's use that list.
What
Um,
with Tom King? So before we go on, like, because I didn't read much Archie, is Jughead really like that? With like, say at the beginning with the burgers, right? Where he was really going, um, I don't know whether between a burger and a cheeseburger, burger, cheeseburger, and it's like
um,
it felt a little comical, a little bit theatrical, a little over the top. Is that or
well,
is Tom King writing him
I think
accurately?
that's I mean, I haven't read enough.
Yeah, Tad cut out there for a second. He'll be right back on, people, but this is kind of funny. He's plugging in. He's making he's no, we can't hear you yet, Ted.
There we go.
There he is. Tad's back.
Okay, good. You were still going.
I was talking for a second, yeah, because I realized you cut out. And I was like,
Tad un accidentally unplugged his headset.
that's funny. And then yeah, so I
Um,
saw your hand gestures, and I'm like, Tad
well,
just
I
unplugged
was
himself.
trying to show you that I had the cord so
Yes,
that I
I
could.
got that. I got that.
Um, so I mean, my impression of Archie is that there's a certain amount of it that is hyperbole.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
so all of the characters are supposed to be kind of recognizable, but like to the nth degree.
That's what I was asking. Yeah, and I wasn't asking it in the
So,
right way,
so,
but yes, you're answering my question.
so, so, so is Jughead always like that? Not necessarily, but yes, kind of. Does
Yeah,
that make sense?
yeah. I
He's
felt
definitely obsessed with burgers and like obsessed with them in a way that like the idea of only having one type doesn't necessarily work for him.
same with
Um,
Archie, right? With one type of girl. Um,
well, yeah, I do think to a certain extent that part though of the debate on the burgers is less something that Arch or that Jughead would do all the time as much as he is Archie's friend and he sees Archie's going through this trouble. And the only way he can relate to anything is via burgers. So it's like, okay, you're choosing between burger or you're choosing between girls. If I'm putting that into Jughead space, have to think of what could I possibly be so torn over. Oh, I could be torn over a cheeseburger versus not a cheeseburger.
right. Yep.
Um, So yeah, I mean, you've read a little bit more because
Yep.
I, I neither of us got as deep into married life as I think we hoped to.
No.
Um,
But
but I think my favorite part of it has been Jughead on both branches
oh, for
of
sure.
married life.
Yes.
I'm definitely a Jughead fan.
Mm-hmm.
Um, maybe and even more than before, I'm thinking that we need to add to our Archie plan And after doing the things that Tom has suggested, do a week where we go look at Chip Zdarsky and Erica Henderson's Jughead
I agree.
comic.
I agree.
Um, so, but yeah, no. What are your thoughts so far?
I like the way that they
Because
did.
we did a couple classic stories and we did a more modern
Yeah. With
take.
Archie, the Married Life, I really like the way that they did a split universe, a
Yeah,
what if,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That is a kind of, in a way, at first I was like, oh, that's kind of a cop out, right? It's not showing who he really married. And same thing with Tom King's, right? It looked like he was going to answer the question with the coin toss, and
Well, I mean that's part of the thing with Archie though is that like I feel like to actually answer that question from what little I know anyway,
would end
to
Archie.
actually answer that question would like seriously mess with the Archie character.
I agree. I think that's what we're going to discover the more we get into this
You know.
world.
And for that matter, I mean, even in this Archie in the Road Not Taken, like the Archie marries Veronica, Archie marries Betty, like what's true in both worlds is that Archie is off kilter now.
Right.
He doesn't have his balancing forces.
And I know this is like, he needs two women. No,
He needs those two women.
yeah, he needs that. I mean, I don't know why either one of them would put up with
And
it in
to a
real
certain
life. You know
extent,
what I mean?
they seem off kilter because they don't have because they're friends too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean that's another thing. They're off kilter not having each other in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they were a balanced triangle and by two of them getting married, that means one leg's been pulled out of the stool.
Yep.
You know, and you know, we made it like four issues in, so we've done two of each.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm hoping, probably not for the show, though we may revisit it at some point, but I'm hoping to find time to like do some more of this because I am enjoying the story.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do we
Uh,
want to finish this for next time, or are we going on to the other?
I,
Like,
I I don't think I want to spend the amount of time with Archie necessary to finish stuff like this for the show.
agree.
I
Okay.
want to taste more things.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to taste more things.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, maybe at the end of the 5 weeks that we have planned, we'll go, oh, let's go finish Married Life, or let's go finish this, or let's go finish that, and maybe we won't. Maybe we'll be really ready to spend some time on something else. I
Right.
don't want to. I'm not. We did a couple of really long dives, and I'm not ready to even.
I get
Not
it.
really ready to ponder another one
Right.
yet.
No, I get it.
And if I was, it'd be the Hellboy that we were talking about briefly off air.
I know. I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Um, but what'd you think of the older stories?
Um, Let me look here. What's the um
We read the Mister Inferno
yeah, the Mr. Inferno. What was
and
the
the Ghost of Dark Valley Manor.
Yeah, the Mr. Inferno, I really like that one.
I mean, I liked them both.
Being kind
They're
of
good
into creepier
episodic.
stuff.
They're cute. They're funny.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know,
like current
I view
Archie
them as
more.
like one and done shorts. And
Yep.
I think this is actually why I never got into Archie comics is that and I haven't done enough of them, but at least in the like single issues that I had been exposed to previously,
Right.
the classic ones, right?
Yep.
At most there was one story that was like good.
Mm-hmm.
And like the other ones were readable at best,
Mm-hmm.
right? And sometimes it was like one story that was a little bit more than readable and a couple of stories that weren't even readable.
Exactly.
right?
Yes.
And I think that's why I didn't get into Archie. And I think some of that is like it's the soap opera problem. I don't think the problem with soap operas is that that level of melodrama and whatnot inherently can't work. I think the problem with soap operas is nobody can manage to maintain quality over 200 episodes a year.
Right. Yeah.
Archie just has so much content through the years
Mm-hmm.
that I don't think there's been any way to really maintain a high level of
When we were
quality.
reading, while reading Archie Married Life, I could see myself really get into it and finishing it. I really liked
Yeah.
the Tom King one. So I know I like contemporary Archie. Um, but those older stories, the one and dones, the kind of, adventure of the week kind of feel to them.
No,
Uh,
I mean, I wonder if some of these collections are good enough curated that I could wind up going, "Oh, this collection is actually pretty good."
yeah,
You
that's a,
know.
yeah, I'm wondering that
Um,
too. But I agree. It's hard for me to get into the older stuff because I honestly find the story a little boring. I've never got into
yeah,
Archie
I mean,
because,
often there's not much story and there's not always much character development. I mean, they're just these, and that can work. I mean, we just you weren't part of it, but like Nancy is a lot of that, but Nancy
yep,
is always fun,
yep, yep. And
right?
Archie feels a little bit like Garfield, where it lost its glamour a while ago. But
When it works,
yep, yeah,
it'll go through like spurts and yeah.
yeah. And
Um,
so I I really want to give it a
and I
chance. And
say this, I actually I say this like not really meaning it to be like a harsh criticism because the more I think about it, the more I realize that managing to pull off long-term quality when you're not doing character development, when it's really, I mean, these are really particularly most of the old Archie
mm-hmm.
feel like gag strips. They're
Yes,
longer form gag strips.
yes,
So in some ways, I think they would almost have done better if they had 21-page stories than trying to do 4 8-page stories,
uh-huh,
right?
yeah,
Because sometimes the gag just gets tired
yes,
before the pages are done.
yeah. And when you have 84
Oh,
years of Archie stuff, and
right.
they're still doing the same, will he, won't he, with Betty or Veronica, um, it just
Well, and
feels,
again, they're all, Betty's very much the smart girl next door, and Veronica is the smarter than she's given credit for, but kind of spoiled rich kid, and
yeah,
you know, Reggie's the nouveau riche trying to break in the, but not actually like as smart as like ambitious.
right,
Um, and there are variations on all this. I'm certain I don't want any of it to be like I don't want to sound like I'm bashing any of the individual characters. Jughead is smarter than he seems, but kind of the dunce and often one minded and not at all ambitious. Like his ambition is the perfect hamburger.
right, mm-hmm.
He's like a younger, skinnier wimpy.
Yes,
I'll gladly pay you Tuesday. um, so yeah,
I
yeah.
liked it though. I'm really
But I'm
enjoying it,
digging
and
it.
I can't
I'm
wait
digging it.
to see what we come up with next week. Um, I haven't read
Yeah, I'm too
it.
tired to pick the one shot stories for next week
Yeah,
on air. So do me a favor and like pick them tonight or tomorrow and email me your choices and I'll figure out what collections they're in.
perfect, perfect.
Sound good?
Yeah,
So pick one or two stories, and otherwise we're gonna read the what is it? Adam Hughes, Betty and Veronica,
Betty and Veronica. Yep.
but specifically the Adam Hughes from like 2014, I think,
Yes.
is and that should be. I mean, Adam Hughes is. This is some great work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Look at that. Betty and Veronica, Volume 1 by Adam Hughes is only 3 issues. I think we can handle that without going
Crazy.
insane.
Yeah, I think so. Awesome.
That might even mean that we get to go back and, yeah, 104 pages, no problem. That might actually mean that we get to go back and do more Married Life.
Yeah, because I don't want to give up on reading that. I'm going to keep going.
No, I certainly will. I could even, I mean, because there's at least 3 volumes of Married Life. I could
Right.
see myself like over time going through them all. Those are really cool stories, and I'm already enjoying like kind of contrasting to them to each other,
Right.
and the way you really learn about the characters through these 2 different visions and like how different the world is when Archie stays in Riverdale and Betty goes away versus
Yep.
Betty and Archie going away. Um, yeah. So
Yeah, I can't. I just feel like doing a compare and contrast would be a lot of fun.
yeah.
Um, but anyway, I
So yeah,
suppose
Betty and
moving on.
Veronica this week.
Yep.
Archie versus or Art Afterlife with Archie the week after that, and I am looking forward to the Archie versus Predator reread. That's one of the handful of Archie stuff that I've read. I loved it.
Was
I
it
think
good?
you're gonna love it.
Okay. Okay.
Alex can't. I mean, you've talked to Alex DeCampi with me,
Yes.
haven't you?
Yep.
Or have you missed them both? Yeah. I mean, she's amazing
She's good.
and
Nope. I saw.
knocks it
I
out
was there
the park.
once. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
So,
right. For
yeah.
next week, Tad, what do you hope will be spectacular?
Uh, well, Chip Zdarsky and David Brothers, Marcus Toe have their distillery book, Time Waits,
Yep.
#1 coming out, which just looks amazing. Zach Kaplan and Chris Sheehan at Mad Cave have Dark Empty Void #1.
Okay, so this is
And
coming out. I couldn't find it. I thought it was.
yeah, no, I think it was one of those that like because I often like put stuff up on Thursday and that's not the final list. The final list is like on Sunday. So now I'm hearing this coming week. So hopefully,
Okay. Because I'm looking forward
yeah.
to that too.
I know that we were hoping it would come out last week, but yeah. And then Dead Eyes, the Empty Frames #1.
Mm-hmm.
First issue of the second series of Dead Eyes from Jerry Duggan and John McCrae. I love the first series. Um, really, they're cool crime books. And then I know because I've read it and enjoyed it that Summer Shadows #1 from John Harris Dunning and Ricardo Cabral is the bomb. Also, Ashley Hamilton and Pablo Andres have their second volume of Scoop, #Buried Leads,
Yeah.
coming out from Maverick Mad Cave, and Matt Moore's and Ben Clarkson's Justice Warriors Volume 2, Vote Harder, comes out next week. Um, so yeah, there's some good stuff next week. What are you looking forward to?
I'm very much looking forward to Jason Aaron's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #2 and outcoming with Joelle Jones from IDW.
Yep.
This one, I feel like it's been more than a month, but it's probably just been a month since it came out. But I'm really looking forward to this new run of Turtles. I really like the first issue. So Wolverine is resetting, which all the X-Men titles are. This one is being written by Saladin Ahmed
Right.
and art by Martin
He does
Coccolo.
good work.
Yep. I hear good things. And then this is the Star Wars #50 from Charles Soule and
Yeah, I am
Madibek
so far behind on
Musabekov.
Star Wars. I need to find a weekend to like binge my way to catching up Star Wars.
This
Because
title
it's not
I'm
even that I haven't enjoyed it all. I've
yeah,
just
just
fallen
not there.
behind.
Yeah, I get it. Um, but I'm very much
So
looking forward to all
many
these.
good books.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough hours in the day.
Not since we went back to school.
Even before that, there weren't enough hours in the day for all the good books.
I
But
know
yeah,
that's
now that
true.
there's school too.
Yeah, it's and
So yeah.
that's another good
Can you
week.
believe that that's 148?
148 episodes. I was gonna say
140
issues.
episodes in the book.
Yeah,
148 episodes in the book.
We should start saying that at the top of the show what episode it is. I'm going to start doing that.
Whatever.
I'll throw it in.
Maybe.
I'll throw it in.
Yeah. We'll get around to it.
All right.
Sometime around like episode 1000, we'll go, hey,
we got 1,000 episodes. Look at us, 1,000 episodes.
We might be over 500 if you include everything.
If
right
we
now.
include all of our interviews, I will count them.
I know we were in the 400s already a while ago.
Yeah. Because it's not that hard when they can just check how many uploads we've had to our account.
Right.
But cool.
So,
all right, guys.
all
Thanks
righty.
for listening to the show, and we will catch you guys after the next page. Later. Hey guys, this is Tyler from 22 Panels. I'm here to tell you all about our Patreon. If you enjoy this show, please consider donating to our Patreon to keep this show going. We have many different tiers, all different levels to help you decide what's right for you. Okay, so get on out there to patreon.com/22 Panels Podcast.